used is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the 50, here's Fields. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's he's out of bounds.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright. And
they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Fields. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bears have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them. And also, it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Minnesota.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. They go play action with Burrow. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Joe Burrow taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a throw here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They still can't get it. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up third down.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
The Burrows throw there taken in by Smith.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now left side on the swing pass. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On second down, Cook. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Second and goal from the 1. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. C.J. Ham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fields. He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. And that looked almost to be a case of, you know, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. It's Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And going the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. That 2nd down run, a big help, as 7 yards leaves them with just a 3rd and 3 now.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Burrow. Open man is Thielen. Is complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. To the air again, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off at the 38. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a first down throw. Fields looking long for Westbrook. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. D.D. Westbrook, his first touchdown on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Santos with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's going to get this one down to Cook. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Flushed out right. Oh, what a catch there by Thielen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done, and for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Burrow on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Again, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow. That's taken in by Smith-Marset. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown, Vikings. Irv Smith Jr. as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. A running play there, going to get 10 and a quick 1st down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
On 2nd and 1, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Burrow's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's got this down to the 35. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
To try again after the sack. Burrow. That's complete. It's Collins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletic.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Burrow. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That's a nice play there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
A big play that time on the catch and run. Now Burrow. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the Bears getting the road victory, so they'll look now to take the season series here at Soldier Field.
Now a handoff looking right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
50 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. On first down, it's Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
On second down, it's Cook again. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter.
good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. He ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
And this will be a Bears first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now Fields making the catch is Sternberger. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone.
Four yards remain for 2nd down.
And off comes to Montgomery. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
Now Montgomery. Down to the 25. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 8.
A give. This is Montgomery. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over the 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
It's a loss of 4. Brings up 3rd and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that'll extend this lead now up to 25.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Chicago, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Denver Broncos next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop to 2-11. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.